Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Daybreak 2 and we of course are on Nevercraven Island doing our resort arc and of course having a bit of fun with everything. So we have 4 more activities we can do. Amongst the 2 things is basically have some fun with the people in your car, and afterwards we can have a few connection events. We have 3 points and 4 events left to go. So for us that means that we watched this time last time, and I picked these 3 for actual picking. So we're gonna watch the prospect of the princess and then reload and continue onwards like everything is normal. The prospects of a princess. I traded contact info with the princess and now she's gotten in touch to ask for a favor. It sounds like she wants me to help her investigate something. Might as well hear her out, I guess. Then the group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some of the time to themselves. Oh, I apologize for summoning you on such short notice, Mr. Arkride. Nah, no trouble at all. Kinda surprised you'd come to me for a favor though. Well, my brother did advise me to turn to you, were I ever in a bind. Plus, after hearing so much about your skills as a spriggan, I've been eager to see them for myself. Yeah? Well, I try not to disappoint then. Figured it'd be Charit who put her up to this. You said you needed help gathering data, right? I'm not sure if I'm the right fit for that. But at least we got a professional on board. Reporting for duty, literally. Assisting you is a great honor than I deserve, Your Highness. Plus, this can double as both a magazine coverage and an exclusive interview with Zida Asphalt. I can't guarantee how much material you'll be able to get out of someone as unseasoned as myself, but I would be more than grateful if you could lend me your expertise in liaising and data collecting in exchange. Oh, and I never forgot, Mr. Arkride. I'm comparing a gift from my home country. This is baklava, one of our traditional treats. It's a pastry made with a thin layered sheet of dough, flavored by harmonious combining of savory pistachios and sweet syrup. Your brother and I've got some history together, so call me in heart, body and soul. Someone's looking eager. Charit's advice worked like a charm. Allow me to explain the nature of the information I seek then. As part of the Principality of Elsam's tourism policy, we plan to build a resort on one of the remote islands in our territory. I would like to make the most of my time here on Nemet Island to study this high-class resort from a variety of angles. That includes everything from facility maintenance and utilization of local resources to management methods and personal training. So, in other words, you're staking out the competition. Oh, not at all. Think of it as a sheltered girl personal effort to study in the ways of the world. Beside a notable point of interest, this villa is managed by a hotel group affiliated with Vallis. So I imagine there's a plethora of knowledge to be gained here. Oh, I get what's going on. You're the prince's little sister, alright. That explains things. Vallis has become more of a threat to Elsam recently. Only makes sense to check out their operations from stem to stern. Man, she's every bit as shrewd as her brother. With that covered, what say we get started? Naturally, I hope to glean as much as I can from you two along the way as well. So please, feel free to let me know if you notice any shortcomings on my part. I'm not sure how comfortable I'd feel finger-wagging a princess. We'll try to toe the line as best as we can. With that, Van and Marielle accompanied Princess Zita around Nemet Island to gather information. I see. Cuisine certainly does provide a window into what makes a local unique. Well, the pamphlet said you sourced some of your ingredients from the mainland. But any seafood, fruit and other things can be obtained on or near the island are gathered here instead. Yes, we strive to ensure that patrons are able to get a taste of the area, as it were. Locally grown, locally served, that's our creed. The idea is providing our visitors with the full vacation experience. Oh, and what an excellent creed it is. Elsa would stand much to gain by following your example. Oh, I better jot this down. Would you mind if I use that little motto for one of our headlines? Ah, this beach is simply marvelous. I dare to say it even rivals Whitehaven back in my homeland. Oh yeah, I think I've heard about that. Well, it's on Elsheim's most famous tourist sites. They say the sand is so white, it's practically crystal clear. Michelin's even imported some of it to Crossbow to fill up its slice of lakeside. Well, many consider Whitehaven to be the most beautiful beach in the world. It's an honor for ours to be mentioned in the same breath. We conduct thorough cleanup and beautification efforts on the shoreline daily, without exception. All of it is in service of the resort's ultimate goal, the comfort and pleasure of our guests. What a wonderful spirit of hospitality. You have my admiration. Damn, didn't think you were serious about walking all this way. It'll be a shame to limit these magnificent ruins to nothing more than a scenic drive, wouldn't you say? It's my opinion that ancient sites such as this can only be truly taken in through on-the-foot expeditions. Well, I'm the same when it comes to breaking a big story. Getting hands-on, seeing things with my own eyes, my articles are that much more vivid. Yes, that's precisely what I mean. Pardon me everyone, but monsters are known to prowl this area on occasion, so if we could proceed back to... they're already here! Ah, great. Stand back, ladies. Oh, at last, a chance to see Mr. Arkride in action. Oh, I can't miss a photo up like this. Give me your best side, Van. And so, despite some bumps along the way, the trio made their way across the island, gathering material as they went. Towards the end, Teresa introduced them to one of the most coveted experiences on the island. Thus did Van, Marielle and Zita borrow a yacht and set sail just offshore. Ah, the breeze feels great out here. Whale watching, huh? This ought to be interesting. Just try not to drop your camera in the ocean. I won't. What do you think I am, a kid? After all the shots I snapped on our day out, I couldn't possibly leave my baby behind. Whatever you say. I look forward to seeing the pictures later. So, Your Highness, we managed to cover all the stuff you wanted? Oh yes, this excursion has taught me a great deal. Creating travel destinations that cater to their visitors' needs will make our tourism industry more internationally competitive. In order to realize this, strategic management and healthy engagements with our neighboring nations are imperative. They seem to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of us in that regard. They certainly are a formidable adversary. Oh, forgive me, I have a bad habit of thinking aloud sometimes. Nah, I get where you're coming from. It's easy to see why Sharid put so much faith in you. The way you tap into that natural curiosity of yours to serve your homeland is a real asset. Well, as I've mentioned, there's still much about the world that I've yet to grasp. But just as there are some roles only my brother can fulfill, the same could be said for myself. It's with this simple fact in mind that I do all my power to support him and our princedom. Oh wow, that hit pretty deep, Your Highness. Now I'm extra pumped to spot myself a whale. It'll strike a real chord with our readers if I can include it in my piece on Nemeth Island. Oh, I'm sure it would, though my understanding they can be rather difficult to come across. Hey, they ain't called phantom whales for nothing. Some of what I hear, the weather's been keeping him away for months. I guess we'll have to bank on your luck driving one of them our way. Huh? My luck? Who else would I be talking about? How many times have you stumbled head first into danger, only to roll out the other end unscathed? Is it truly so common? It's a miracle I'm still in one piece. Honestly, I call it more of a curse than anything. You okay? Oh, sorry. It just reminded me of something Dingle told me back when we were working together. Hey, your luck is a gift most reporters would give anything for. But in our line of work, what matters most is building up a foundation that doesn't rely on chances. Don't count on making a big of one scoop. Instead, train your senses one step at a time. That way, down the line, you'll have the tools to close the gap on whatever it is you really want. He said all that, huh? Well, I've heard of the man, albeit only through hearsay. That must be a very precious memory to you. It is. All of his little words of wisdom made me who I am today. I just hope I've managed to get a little close to being that kind of person he was. Hey, you know just as well as I do that you've got a long way to go. Tell me about it, but that won't stop me from soldiering on. Just you wait, Dingo. I'll get there someday. No flukes required. Sooner or later, I'm gonna catch up to you. The perfect shot. Like Dingo made it happen. Holy. Was that a phantom whale just now? Such grandeur, such majesty. What a positively phenomenal sight. Well, Miss Amy, did you manage to capture it on film? Darn it. I think I was so flabbergasted. No, wait, I actually did get it. I must have accidentally pressed the button. Wow. The composition is perfect. It's totally in focus too. Way to go, me. So much for not relying on luck. Ah, come on. No need to rain on my parade. Looks like the wheel of fortune is turning the other way this time. You mean to say the engine is out of order? It was my fault, I swear. More importantly, how am I supposed to get back to shore? This spot is out of comms range, so we'll have to wait for somebody to come save us. You're joking. No. In a certain sense, setbacks like these are what make traveling such a thrill. Najee, having realized something was amiss, flew the Horvatat out to rescue the group soon after. Van, Zita, and Marielle then returned to Nemeth Island, feeling strangely uplifted.
You're always helping me out, so I promise I'll pay you back 100-fold. I've got to return the favor for all the times you gave me advice in the past.
I'm happy to have gotten to know you a little better, Van. If you would be so kind, I would be pleased if you looked after my brother and Najee in the future.
Aye, we always will, I can guarantee you that. But yeah, like I said, I like all connection events, but we have to pick some out of it. Because we just don't have enough. So this one's going back on the drawing board. I'm sorry to say. Alright, that's back once again. And I'm thinking the evening activities. Will the points we have left be used for those? Or do we get new points for those activities? I don't know, but I think if we focus on the connection events right now, in between the episodes, we can figure that one out. Because I do want to be able to do the evening activities that they're planning for us, so I do want to make sure we have enough points left to actually do that. So for now, connection events, here we come. Let's see... Yeah, let's do the rare coral. They're hiding it pretty well, but I can tell something's going on between Swin and Nadia. Pretty rare for those two not to get along. I should probably keep an eye out on them. Van and the group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time to themselves. How could you even suggest that, ass? Hey, just think about it. Logically, splitting up would be the most efficient way to comb the island. Besides, you were the one who said we should do some reconnaissance. Well, sure, but that was just code for date. Not happening. You realize we're actually out here on vacation, right? Of course I do. All I'm asking is for a tactical break. Hey, most people call that goofing off. Something you already do 99% of the time. Oh boy, things are even pricklier than I thought. Spoiled as Nadia may be, Swin could definitely stand to relax a bit. Though I get that's a tall order after everything that happened at Aramis Academy. Oh, so that's how you want to play it. When did you swap out your heart for a sack of rocks? When are you going to grow up for once? Alright, you two, enough bickering. Van, perfect timing. Teach S here a thing or two about how to treat a lady. Well, yeah. He can try, but the only thing that needs straightening out here is your lazy attitude. Oh, this goes for both of you. Quit making a stink about doing reconnaissance out in the open. It's not a lot, but there's still other tourists here. Or did you forget that spriggan work is supposed to be kept on the down low? Look, I get it. Vacations and arguments go hand in hand, and everything you've been bottling up is liable to boil over. But having a grown-up chew you out for it ain't gonna do much to bury the hatchet, right? Meaning... You have a better suggestion? Well, we're at the resort. If you've got a score to settle, might as well do it with some flair. Let the first, though there are no plans for second, annual Arkride Solution water gun fight commence. On the boys team we have Mr. Way, Mr. Solution and their captain Mr. Abel. On the girls team we have Miss Claudel, Miss Alfayette and their captain Miss Rain. Each team is also represented by their respective coaches, Mr. Arkwright and Miss Lanster. Judge Theo and myself will serve as referees. Why did I agree to do this again? Hey, would say no to a good time, but third wheeling for couples therapy isn't my idea of fun. Hey, what can I say? I haven't been this livid with her in who knows how long. Well, I heard you two are fighting, Nadia. Is everything okay? Is everything what okay? As can drop off a ditch for all I care. I don't know what this is about, but I should do some good combat training. Me and Judith will keep an eye out and handle all injuries, so go at it as rough as you want. Oh, and just to add some incentive, the coach of the losing team has to buy everyone shaved ice afterwards. Hey, you never told me that, not that I mind or anything. Let's have a fair fight out there, guys. Let's try not to hurt ourselves. And a reminder of the rules, you can be hit up to 3 times before you're eliminated. Which team eliminates all members of the opposing team wins. Judge Theo, the coaches and myself will provide impartial verdicts on what constitutes as a hit. I will now get the starting signal. If you could take your positions. I'm coming for you, ass. Gehenna had no fury like a maiden scorned. You've been pampered long enough, Nadia. Time to take the kitty gloves off and teach you a lesson. On your mark, get set, and go. Sick and fairy, first move advantage. I'm going in. Oh, when is she? Of course she'd send her. Got another over here. Ugh, so cold. Ugh, I'll avenge you, Aggie. Ugh. All that loving around is you losing stealth. Oh no. You got those chicks cornered. Just sit tight, Captain. Quattro, take it out of sight. A pincer attack on it. Wait, it's a trap. Ugh. Where did they go? Right here. What the? They saw us coming? All according to Nadia's plan. Bang! All that party pooping and you losing your touch. I figured you'd switch your brain into tactical mode eventually. You bet your baby I did. And there's a lot more where that came from. Things only intensified from there on, to the point where it seemed more than just a game. As the showdown raged on, the boys capitalized on Swin's covert ambushes, but the girls relied on Nadia's ingenuity. Eventually, Agnès and Quattro were eliminated, after which the battle sped rapidly towards its climax. Fairy's out. Crap. Aaron, you're out. Only one left on either team now. Nadia, swing, and in there you two. The decisive moment is fast approaching. I can barely take the suspense. Who's gonna come out on top? Let's do this. Hey, I'm having a blast. Same. Almost forgot. Too bad it won't last. Yeah, time to end this. Rah! Mr. Abel and Miss Rain have both been struck. According to Judge Theo, the shots landed simultaneously. As neither team has any plays remaining, the first annual Arkride Solutions War gunfight ends in a draw. All that for a draw. What's so fun? Nia asks. Nothing. I'm just impressed is all. I didn't think you'd get so crafty and calculated over a friendly match. Look who's talking, Mr. Take No Prisoner Guerrilla Warfare. Guess you're a lot more childish inside than I thought. Hey, you're just as childed all over as I've always known. You're already 15, going on 16 this year. It's time you start acting your... Here we go again. Some things never change. What were you fighting about in the first place anyway? You know, I don't even remember. Thanks for this, man. I feel a lot better now. All I did was stand around and watch, but hey, glad to hear it. Oh, you're a world-class Batinsky, Van, and you're not even fair about it. Yeah, hard to ignore the way you pushed us into an all-out war without getting your hands wet. You don't think we call us even until you're as soaked to the bone as we are? No, that's a tempting idea. I'm inclined to agree. Yeah, I spent the whole time hopping Judith and Reset would help in the fray. Maybe you grown-ups ought to take off the chaperone pants and pick up a blaster. Wait, you're dragging us into this too? Aw, give me a break. How come you all set your differences aside when we're getting dogpiled? Well, it seems it's time to pay the piper. Afterwards, the older members of the group joined in for a great battle royale. They then revelled in a long and hard-fought clash, with every one of them emerging drenched and covered in sand.
She's getting sillier by the second. Well, anyway, I guess there's no harm in going another round or two.
Now I'm on the same team as S. Prepare to meet a watery grave at the hands of our aquatic artillery.
Yeah, no need to find. Alright, and a connection event has been completed. One we can keep. And we have plenty of time for at least one more, I'm sure of it. So, which one will we pick? Agnès or Resent? Considering we just had a water fight, maybe it's a nice idea to, I don't know, go with the sink or swim parts for even more sand and wet goodness. So, sink or swim. Quattro wants to practice swimming while we're here, and he asked for me to help out. Wizette mentions he wants to test her prosthetics in the ocean too, so might as well kill two birds with one stone, yeah? Van and the group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time themselves. Okay, all done with our warm-up stretches. You really caught me off guard asking for swimming lessons though. There's gotta be better coaches to choose from. Wait, what can I say? I just thought you make for a good instructor. Researching with the professor has always kept me too wrapped up to even grace the surface of this sort of thing. It'd be a useful skill to have in a pinch, so I'd really appreciate it if you could teach me. Hey, fair enough. There's definitely been times in my line of work when it's literally sink or swim. In my rookie days, I was cornered by some guy who had me let it out for me. Wound up taking a dip in the sewage to get away. Man, that brings me back. I think that's an experience I can live without. Apologies for the wait, Mr. Arkride, Mr. Sedation. Whoa. I do hope you can forgive my late arrival. Hey, don't worry about it. You were going around taking everyone's drink order, right? Always the considerate concierge. That's very kind of you to say. Is something the matter, Mr. Sedation? No, it's just, you're so pretty. Forget I said that. Yeah. You want to test out your artificial body, right, Rosette? Yes, though more as a personal pursuit rather than part of my official duties. I learned the fundamentals of swimming as part of Marduk's motor function assessment. But I don't often have the privilege to exercise them in more natural environments. Especially not an ocean as lovely as this. Well, what's the harm? You're probably designed to be seawater resistant anyway. Don't let me stop you either. I'll just be trying to pick up what I can from you in the meantime. I may not be the best example to follow, but don't hesitate to ask if you have need of me. So, ready to get down to it? Oh, sure thing. I know we're starting from the ground up, but I think you might have a knack for this. The way you extend yourself, your kicking technique, it's all pretty balanced to me. You think so? I'm just flailing for my life, really. It's a little embarrassing having my hands held like this. I feel like a child. Not to mention... something up? No, not at all. I wish I was half as good as her. Phew, how fare's your progress? About as well as I'd look, I guess. You're practically a pro, though, Rosette. Yeah, you swim like such a natural. I wouldn't have guessed any part of you was prosthetic. I'm delighted to hear that. Evidently, I have no trouble operating under high salinity either. Mr. Salation, from what I observe at a distance, you appear to be overly fixated on your leg movements. I suspect that your form will be much more stable if you focus on engaging your body as a whole. My body as a whole, huh? Never realized swimming was so involved. Well, damn, that little nugget of advice had more insight than about 100 of mine. My apologies, I didn't intend to speak out of turn. Perhaps I will try venturing out in deeper waters this time, if you'll excuse me. Well, good to know she's having fun. Heck, she seems more in her element than usual. Nothing wrong with feasting your eyes, but stare any harder and they fall out of their sockets. Oh, it's not like that. At least not entirely. I was just impressed. Obviously, only she can know what it's like to be mostly prosthetic, but I still can't help wondering how much sheer effort it took for her to be able to swim so well. Hey, I get what you mean, but there's more to it than that. She had to go through all sorts of experiences in virtual space before getting that body. It must have been a long road, and all the while she knew it was gonna be anything like the real deal. For better or worse, there's a gap between Rosette's physical self and person she's inside. I'll bet the reason she takes life by the horns is because she's constantly doing all she can to bridge that gap. Bridge that gap, huh? I was right to be impressed then. Facing her circumstances head on, enjoying herself along the way, I don't think I could ever. For what it's worth, hey, most everybody feels this way about someone else. But before dwelling on what you don't have, why not build some confidence in who you are right now? And if you can't get it off your mind, then take that negativity and channel it into motivating yourself instead. Van, yeah, you're right. I should take a page out of her book and... Hold on. I think something's wrong with this Rosette. Crap, she's in trouble. Wait here, Quatre, I'll... Hang in there, Rosette. I'm coming. Hey, what are you... Oh, hell. Did he spring a leak, or did he got cramp? Van and Quatre managed to rescue Rosette and return her safely to the shore. Thank you, both of you. I'm just glad you're okay. Hey, wasn't expecting you to start drowning out there. Did your artificial body go haywire? It would appear that I was so engrossed in swimming that my outfit exceeded its limiters. My system then temporarily shifted into an underclocked state in order to prevent an overload. Mortifying as it's to admit, I became a tad more carried away with myself than anticipated. Ah, you think? But hey, as long as it's nothing serious. I'm terribly sorry. Don't be. In fact, I'm kinda jealous. You accept your body for what it is, and push yourself to be the best you can regardless. There's something incredible about that. Mr. Salation. On the contrary, I believe you are the incredible one. Despite only being a novice at swimming, you rushed out to my aid without even a second thought. That's proof you're always maturing. Every second of every day, this very moment included. I envy you for it. No matter how they enhance my body's performance, that sort of growth is difficult for me. Oh, now that you mention it, how did I manage to swim all of a sudden? I think that's what they call an adrenaline rush, plus you probably picked up a few tricks watching Rosette. You had me on pins and needles for a second though, or starting to think I had to hold both of you back. Still, you leaped into action to save a friend. You ask me? That's definitely something to be proud of. Yeah, I guess I could stand to have a little more self-esteem. Thanks, man. You too, Rosette. Afterwards, Votre helped Rosette adjust the limiter control settings for her prosthetic parts. They then enjoyed their time in the water a while longer before returning to their reconnaissance of the island. I need to put some serious thought into who I want to be. Then someday, I'll be able to hold my head up high in front of others.
Perhaps I overextended myself this time. But be that as it may, I was able to attain a new experience. And for that, I have you to thank, Mr. Arkride.
I feel a lot more confident now. Thank you. And, I'd really like it if you could teach me more things in the future.
I'm sure we'll be able to. And the whole thing that Rosette wants to experience things in life because you only got it through virtual space and never done it before, I love those kind of things. That's probably also part of me why I wanted to pick her. Quatre was just a secondary extra to it, because I know that Quatre has his own thing with not being able to present who he really is. Because I'm still thinking that he is instead a actual girl, but we'll see if that error is confirmed or not. It could also just be a thing that will forever be in the background, but does it matter? No, I'm just curious, that's all. And another connection event has been passed. So we have one more connection event, 4 activities, and trying to figure out whether or not those activities are carried over to the evening or if you're gonna get a new batch of points. I think that I can figure it out quite easily without being spoiled. So for now, I think I'm gonna leave it here and we'll wrap things up on the next one. So for now, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. So until then, bye bye.